Now, Fawf, don't be back on our video. And finally, have this podcast. Podcast been overhyped. Ignore that screen, by the way. This is not lasting long. This is only for episode 1. Hopefully, get a better screen. Anyway, wait. Chat, I just realized my co-host is missing. Where is Jace Williams? Oh, there he is.
What is up? You boy have to do a little bit of an entrance, because, come on, why wouldn't I? I think you know who I am. If you don't, then, I can't lie, that really sucks. If y'all really do know me, Jace Williams, Devontae Williams, JDW, it's JDW. Check out my YouTube channel. Make sure to drop a sub because, come on, I'm just that great, you know? That's what I mean.
The Fawf podcast is what we call this, episode 1. He's part of the Fawf team, basically. But
I can't.
Okay, first of all, we gotta discuss what this podcast is really about. The podcast is mainly about anything, right? Wrestling, superheroes, just anything, sports, really anything imaginable. Now, I do want to ask my co-host here, who kind of just vanished again.
Who's that jumping up the sky?
But I do want to ask my co-host here, more of a sports-related question while we're at this. So, who do you think will be in the finals for the NBA next year?
Better be Raptors. Wait.
I think the Knicks are realistically going back to the finals. Will they win? I think it's going to be a split series where they end up losing 4-3. I don't think they're going to go back-to-back. I really have a hard time believing that the Knicks are going to go back-to-back. I don't know why, but that's just a hot take. But as a strong feeling myself, I don't think the Knicks are going back-to-back.
Oh, yeah. Not my flag, but, Toronto. Yes, it's a drawstring bag. It's not a flag. Chat. 2027 NBA champ. Nobody's stopping Kawhi.
You're going to regret saying that. There's going to be an episode after the finals. If we're still here for a podcast. There's going to be an episode after the finals. And I'm ready to play that clip. I will purposely... I don't edit anything. It's not going to be edited because you need a raw reaction. You need everything raw. Just straight to the ground. But don't take that out of context, by the way. Do not take that out of context. There's context, okay? We are not taking it out of context. No, but...
Okay, I didn't you meant to the cat. I thought you were talking about Thursday Night Raw.
I think that I will edit that episode just to play that clip of you saying that exact phrase, so you know that you are wrong. Realistically, I think the Knicks are going back, but who will the Knicks be facing? I don't think the Knicks are winning, but I think they will be facing, and I just don't know who.
I feel like if not the Knicks, then my prediction, San Antonio is going to be in there.
Yeah, they're making the playoffs at least.
Back getting it.
Argument for Thunder, right? I don't like Thunder. I kind of hate them. But argument for Thunder going back to the finals like they did 2 years ago.
Okay, it's either I'm thinking Spurs versus Lakers or a potential Spurs versus 76ers. That's what I'm thinking.
Mhm.
I'll stick with my gut and say Spurs versus Lakers. But there's always a chance Spurs and 76ers, even though I don't
wait,
even
I
like
forgot. Yeah, the 76ers. I forgot about the 76ers super team right now. I was saying the Knicks. I do agree the Sixers are probably winning. I think they're going to 4-0. Crazy prediction, 4-0 in the finals. They are not losing a game in the finals. I think the 76ers have way too of a goated team. They're just goated for fun.
Yeah, but like low key Raptors might get that. Oh, might get that though. Hang on.
On sports related topics, football season starting, I believe, next Sunday or whatever, preseason, whatever. We're about to get to regular season football in a couple weeks. Not too long until full football begins. And since we're on the topic of sports, who do you think will win the trophy? Who do you think will win the Super Bowl? Super Bowl 62, if I'm not mistaken. Who's winning that? In your eyes, who's winning the Super Bowl?
I want the Bills, but I don't think it would be.
Yeah, I as someone who's passionate about having the Eagles versus Bills, so it can be me versus you. The Bills. So I mean, I don't remember what they did this offseason. I'm pretty sure they got a few wide receivers, which they kind of needed. That's been their problem, not having a good wide receiver room. But I just think, like, when they did have Diggs, they still weren't, they still didn't make the Super Bowl. They're having a hard time making it to the point. Even though they're a great team that everyone thinks Josh Allen could win a Super Bowl one day. But it's kind of hard to believe that when just every year it's kind of just the same thing. So as someone who wants Eagles versus the Bills, I do agree with your statement. I don't think the Bills are making it.
It's random. It's still about football, but I still think about that one catch from which was overturned. That could have changed everything for the Bills, but no, they didn't count it as a catch when he literally had the.
I see it as a catch myself, but
it's a catch.
A lot of people are disagreeing. A lot of people say it wasn't, but I'm pretty sure it was. But whatever. I think realistically, I was gonna say the Seahawks go back to the Super Bowl but lose, but I don't think the Seahawks are going back. I think they won it, but they're not. They might go back to the playoffs, but I don't think they're going back directly to the Super Bowl. I think the Super Bowl. You got to think about a lot of factors. I'm pretty sure Patrick Mahomes is back this season, so Chiefs maybe, but I really don't think so because they were pretty bad last season, but they didn't have Patrick Mahomes most of the season, I believe. For the I think the Patriots are going back though for sure. They have AJ Brown, which I'm hoping, as an Eagles fan, I hope he does well. He was a former Eagle, and if you're a Titans fan, I'm sure you like him too. He's a former Titan. Now for the NFC side, I think it'll be Patriots. I want Eagles versus Patriots. I want the Eagles to just be in the Super Bowl, to be honest. But I don't think that's happening. I think 49ers maybe, but that's also a rough shot. The Rams. I forgot the Rams existed. The Rams versus Patriots. And the Rams are winning. The Rams have a super team. I forgot Myles Garrett. They claimed Myles Garrett this offseason. Yeah, it's going to be Rams versus Patriots, in my humble opinion.
I don't know. I really want Bills, but like, I'm sorry to myself, they won't. Like I do agree with what you said about the Patriots, but like, I don't know. I really want Eagles versus Bills, but like,
Yeah, that's the thing.
my guess, for some reason, these are two random guesses. Because I don't know why I was thinking about this earlier, and I think Raiders will go in. So I'm thinking either Patriots versus Raiders, or we get Eagles versus Raiders, maybe, or obviously Rams versus Raiders. I'm mostly thinking Rams versus Raiders.
I don't think so. The Raiders were bad last year. I'm not. They were bad.
I feel like if they try hard enough, they could get there. But like,
Maybe.
I'm not fully.
I mean, they got Mendoza, who is a great quarterback, but is he enough? Right? Is he enough to just flip over a whole team? From what I know, they still have Max Crosby. I don't think they backed out of the trade. The Ravens backed out of the trade, so they still have Max Crosby. I think it is a given
Let me
that
check.
they could win. Yeah, they could. I don't think they will.
Still, yeah, you're right. Cosby's still with Raiders.
I'm just gonna say this: it's Rams versus Patriots. I don't know why I think that. Come back to this question. And I think wrestling's a sport, so we might as well talk about it because Raw was just today. Or yesterday, and I didn't watch Raw yesterday. I don't watch
today.
I didn't watch Raw. Well, this is filmed on Tuesday, and it's probably coming out Tuesday, but actually, it might come out Wednesday.
Yeah. I mostly gave him, of course, what happened. So
Yeah, I didn't watch Raw. I did watch a bit of segments today. That's what I thought Raw was today. Like I watched the LA Knight and Roman segment, and then I saw Becky Lynch return. But outside of that, I really didn't watch Raw.
Yeah, after we mostly got Roman coming out talking about how he beat Seth, and like those two, like they put it down. Obviously, LA came out wanted this world title opportunity. Roman said no, and then LA pretty much said, think about it.
The Shield thing was funny. The Shield thing was funny.
Yeah, the you suck thing was funny.
He even brought Brock Lesnar back.
What was the match thing? Hang on, I'm trying to think. Wait, there was a match. There wasn't Roxanne versus Soul yet. You know, I'll just say it. I don't really care if it's in order or not. Yeah, we had Soul versus Roxanne. Soul wins due to DQ because the Judgment Day Loki just decided to be mean and attack her and stuff. For real. And then the only Becky Lynch, the greatest female women's wrestler of all time. Not women's world champion, not women's world champion because that still goes to Liv Morgan.
Nah. Fuck you, Liv.
Okay, but Becky Lynch is still the greatest women's wrestler of all time. It's not just me saying it. Other people say. Sports Illustrated says it. Bleacher Report says it. You say. I say. My ice cream says it. This Diet Coke is screaming it right now.
I've loved Becky for a while. I've loved Becky, and I think she's going to do great things, including beat Liv Morgan for the Women's World Champion. Now, before we talk about anything else on Raw, because Raw is kind of a jobber right now, I don't know. And let's talk about what's about to. I don't know what I was talking. Let's talk about what's happening on AAA because we might get the OTC on AAA.
Did you just say a jobber Raw after that exponential street fight?
Well, no, I was saying, but other than the main event, Raw wasn't Raw is normally what Raw is, right? It's that. Oh, a DQ finish. This, that. Raw is normally what Raw is. But other than the good main event that I actually saw clips from, Raw, if you took out that good main event and just replaced it with a last year main event of LA Knight teaming with Jey Uso to go against the Vision, this is just a typical Raw card. And other than a few good returns, Stephanie McAir, Becky Lynch, and the shocker that Roman Reigns might be mega champion and kick Dom's ass in a squash match. Because Dom ain't doing. What is Dom gonna do to Roman, dude? Realistically, what's Dom doing?
I was saying this to you actually earlier in the day when we were talking. If Roman Reigns wins the Mega Championship, bro. What I'm thinking, I don't know why, but I'm feeling like it's gonna be. I don't know why, but like
Triple Mania.
the way Ray came in, I thought it was gonna be like I think he mentioned something about like I can still go or whatever. So what I'm thinking is probably gonna be Ray versus Roman for the world title sometime soon. Who knows? Obviously, Big Cass attacked Javon Evans, which for one, I'm low key sad that they didn't bring Enzo. And for two, I guess he decided to attack Javon Evans.
For fun.
Like, even he was like, no disrespect, bro, you were just in my way.
Which he wasn't, because Javon was celebrating and Big Cass chose to get in the ring. So
that's what the one instigated the whole thing.
That makes no sense.
And a Hurricane Rana to Jimmy Uso.
Now,
wait, somebody be going up.
Very random question here. If you had the opportunity to trade anyone from WWE to AEW and vice versa, like a trade, like say if WWE and AEW had a system where you could trade wrestlers back and forth, if you accept, who are you sending to AEW and who are you sending to WWE?
Don't really like Swerve, no, because like yes, he was already in WWE, but we all know how he got fed on that NXT roster, bro. They turned this dude into a North American jobber, had one appearance on SmackDown, and just like got released.
I think
MJF, he would be great in AEW. So I don't think there's.
I don't think MJF will fit WWE. A lot of people want him in WWE, but his promo work is good because what he can say on AEW. WWE is more PG than AEW is.
Kind of, but I feel like WWE is changing like the smallest bit. Like mostly what I've heard from WWE recently is just B word. All I've heard was just everybody calling.
Yeah, they're allowing it a bit, but it happened today for MJF.
Like it happened twice yesterday. It happened once today. Like as of NXT.
Yeah, see, I don't think. I don't think it's allowed for MJF, because he would not just say the B word. Let's be honest. We know MJF. He's not just saying the B word. So I think I don't think MJF will work in WWE. I think realistically, I'm sending over to AEW. As this might be a hot take, but I'm sending Finn Balor to AEW. Now, it might be a hot take here, but there's reasons for my thinking here. There's dream matches. No, just hear me out. There's dream matches I want for Finn Balor that you can't get in the WWE anymore. You could get Will Ospreay versus Balor. You could get, a AEW World Title feud with MJF. I don't think WWE will respect Balor enough to give him these feuds that we want in WWE. So send him to AEW where they will give us the feuds we want for Balor that we can't even get in the WWE, even if these guys are in the WWE.
I know mine, because obviously I think I was telling you this when Motor City returned on Collision. Send Johnny Gargano to AEW.
Oh yeah,
dude. Yeah, right. And then
Johnny, don't do no depressed Johnny shit. We're not doing all that.
Like, it's either bring back Johnny Wrestling or just send him to AEW. Like, pick one.
Yeah, and I think for AEW side, I think it's kind of hard for me to pick who I'm sending to WWE. But with the women's division changing so much, I really want another Sasha Banks run. I'm really pushing for, like, I know she's really happy in AEW, but with Paige coming back, we could get a Paige Sasha. There's so much we could do with Sasha Banks going back to the women's division, especially currently.
AEW to WWE. If we're thinking of people formerly in WWE, obviously I'm gonna just go with it. Mox, bring back Mox.
Oh yeah, I don't want to bring him back anymore. Now the Shield storyline's over, unless they redo it. But
At the same time, I just want to see Mox back in AEW. For somebody who's never been in WWE, well, she was in WWE once, I think, but yes, she was like on a random tag match on SmackDown. Bring Chris Statlander. I'm just saying it. Statlander in WWE. I think that would actually run. Like she's doing great in AEW, yes, but I feel like her in WWE could actually run.
now, what?
Like,
How do now? There's a War Games and a Blood and Guts match. Both are pretty similar, but which one would you most rather watch? Would you rather watch a War Games match? Like, because the Blood and Guts match is vicious and it's more extreme than a War Games match because, you know, Roman, freaking WWE's this PG style and doesn't use all the stuff that AEW will use. But there's a lot of stuff that WWE kind of has to offer, I guess. But, like, which one would you rather watch in terms of wrestling?
Still Blood and Guts.
Yeah, I agree here. I think the Blood and Guts. I've watched one with you. I think my first Blood and Guts match. I don't watch AEW basically for nothing. It was with you. It was the last Blood and Guts match. I was watching it with you, and I was realizing how similar this is to War Games, but how much different it is and better.
I remember because you and me, we were also watching we were both watching the basketball game at the same time.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I was in my basement.
That was when my goat Royce Keys faced Hangman Adam Page, even though Hangman's a jobber.
Yeah, which is crazy because after that, a couple months later, 2 months, I believe, because it was around November when I did that because I was in the basement because my grandparents on the cruise. 2 months later, in January, I believe that's the Rumble, right? End of January, he was in the Rumble. He was in the Rumble.
Yeah, it was at the exact end of January 30. It was at the January 31st. But yeah, because I remember also one of the ones that I watched with you. It wasn't the full show, of course, but I remember watching the Lights Out tag with you when it was Royce Keys. Well, Royce Keys, also known as Powerhouse Hobbs back then, and Hook versus Swerve and Hangman. I do remember watching that with you. That was low-key fun. That was when Hobbs landed on those bricks and whatever.
Yeah, I remember that. Now, getting away a bit from the sports topic, we got to talk about more things about this podcast because this podcast is about anything, right? I want to talk to you about. I mainly want to talk to you about because me and you both have not seen. As far as I know, I can't really speak for you because you haven't told me you have. But I was going to see it and I haven't. But as far as I know, we both have not seen Spider-Man: Brand New Day yet. And I've gotten a few spoilers on TikTok. It's fucking TikTok, and they're not going to put a warning because why would they? So I have a thing where I think that I see. Landon told me no one dies, right? I asked him to make character die, which is not spoiling very much, but that kind of takes away what I thought of Peter dying, and he turns into Venom. So I think what's going to happen is he still gets a symbiote, but he gets it from grief. Now, I haven't seen Brandon Day, so I don't know what he goes through in this movie, but I think Venom will attach to his feelings in Secret Wars, and he will become the symbiote version, leading to his second movie with him having the symbiote, and then having a Venom in the second movie, leading to the third movie of whatever the third movie is. and then we finally finished the Tom Holland new trilogy. I think that's what's going to happen. Now, call me crazy. I don't think that's really going to happen. Like, I think it's going to happen, but I don't think Marvel will do it, especially because, like, I don't know if he's even getting a whole new trilogy yet. That hasn't really been confirmed. This could just be the last Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, or he's getting a whole new trilogy, or he's just going to keep going. And, like, because they said they're going to do a soft reboot of the MCU, but what does that mean? Are they going to just restart the story? Are they going to have new actors? Are they going to stop doing something? Like, what is this reboot of the MCU going to be after Secret Wars, right? So, I'm thinking they're doing a new Tom Holland trilogy, but I don't know. I'm not certain about anything I'm saying right now. Well, I think they're doing a new Tom Holland trilogy. I think the reboot is certain characters are coming back, but they're not going to be dead because that's the old MCU. So they're going to like twist it, reboot the MCU completely, do things that they couldn't do with the original MCU. You know, have Spider-Man, Wolverine, and I'm trying to remember who the other three, Hulk, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Hulk as the big three of the MCU, like how they normally are in Marvel. The Avengers having their little thing, Iron Man being back as Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. still playing him, but he's not dead. I think what they're going to do is just do a reboot of storyline wise, and this everything before was a different Earth. I mean, call me crazy, but I think the reboot's going to be on a different Earth. I don't think it's going to be 616. I think it's just going to be an all new Earth together, and it's going to be just pretty similar to 616, but just a little different. So call me crazy, but I think that's what the new reboot's going to be.
Insanely off topic. Like, it's on topic, but not on topic. I'm talking about like the obviously animated Spider-Man. Obviously the I think was it the animator who
Yeah, the animator died. Which, what does this mean? Like, I asked you this before. What does this mean for the movie that's supposed to come out next year? What is that?
I don't want to get left on that part because, like, obviously we know that from what we know, we are gonna get more of I think we're gonna get more of Prowler Miles Morales. I think was mentioned.
That was the tease at the end of the movie. It was
but it's like, are we really gonna just get left on like the teaser of Prowler Miles, and then now that he's dead, like just like now that the animator's gone, it's just like we're just left on the second movie, just like boom, just done. We're left on the fact that he turned into Prowler, but we don't know what he does as the Prowler.
I'm thinking that they do a thing. I think they do get a new animator. It's not going to be as stylish or anything. I think it's going to have a pretty similar style, but it's just not going to feel the same. But it's still going to be a great movie. I think they're going to push that out because I'm pretty sure Miles is coming to the MCU. Tom Holland said he knows the answer to that. Apparently in an interview, he said what the question I would ask.
It's like Miles could join, he maybe couldn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking he is, because Tom Holland said the question he would ask is, when is Miles Morales coming to the MCU? And he said he would ask that because he knows the answer to that. So is he coming? I think there's going to be a third trilogy, or a second trilogy, sorry, a second and third movie. And then the second movie, Miles Morales is revealed. And I think that's going to tie to the symbiote, because Miles Morales is going to become the new Spider-Man for now. Because Tom Holland Spider-Man is busy being this evil, bitchy Spider-Man, as we did in Spider-Man 3, where this dude was a menace, basically. We called him Bully Maguire. I mean, this dude was mean. This dude was not caring more about the city. He was wearing a black suit. I think we're going to get that. And then, but unlike Spider-Man 3, where we didn't really have another Spider-Man, we're going to get Miles Morales in this position to be a icon for Spider-Man. And he's going to become the next Spider-Man. And Tom Holland, after getting the venom out of him, is going to teach him. And by the time Tom Holland's second trilogy, Tom Holland's third movie comes out and it's over, we're gonna get a Miles Morales trilogy by himself, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man is going to do better things in the reboot. So the reboot, I still think it's gonna be on a different Earth, but I think Tom Holland still be playing Spider-Man. It's just not gonna be the one that we know from No Way Home and everything. So like I said, I think the reboot will still keep most of the actors, but have it on a different Earth. You know what I'm saying? So I think Miles Morales will be coming to the MCU. He have his own trilogy after Tom Holland's third movie. Tom Holland's third movie will be more of a mentorship, and I feel like the reason why we haven't gotten a Marvel Miles Morales in general move, like MCU wise or anything, just in general, is because how early this dude has came. 2011 was when he was made, I believe, and that's 2011. Now, the comic books weren't that popular back then, because everyone was watching, to the new social medias and blah blah this that and movies and TV shows, but no one was reading. No one was reading comics. But Miles Morales rised, having his own PS4 game, having this, having that. So I think Miles Morales will be coming to the MCU soon. Just because a lot of people, like I saw a post where a lot of people think that Miles Morales is the Spider-Man. Like a lot of people grew up on Miles Morales being their Spider-Man.
Yeah, this is again off topic, but like obviously, they're obviously planning to potentially introduce him like into the MCU, but like as live action. But obviously, they're going to do animation until 2027, so they delay what we're going to get for the live action Miles Morales. Which my question still is, who could we potentially get for a live action Miles Morales?
Yeah, I don't know who's playing him. I saw someone say Jaden Smith, and I think that probably is where Marvel's going.
Jaden Smith would actually be a good Miles Morales.
Yeah,
I was thinking Maze.
The part, yeah. Did you see Amazing?
Yeah, I said Mason.
So that's a friend of ours. That's random. That is very random. Now, this is a little off topic to the Marvel situation. We're talking about anything, okay? This is what the podcast is about. Talk about anything. It's got on topic, and I'm asking you a different question. Who do you think realistically is winning a fight? Now, this is on a split map, okay? This is Mario / Sonic land. So there's Mario power-ups and whatever Sonic's got. Who's winning? Mario or Sonic? In a fight, there's power-ups. Sonic still got speed, and there's everything Sonic needs and everything Mario needs with these powers.
You're gonna say Sonic. No, you're gonna say Sonic. Me?
Depends.
I'm gonna say
Mario. It depends on the power-up.
But like, yeah, I was about to actually mention that. Depends on the power-up. Because, think about it, you could have either regular Mario and regular Sonic, or we get Super Sonic and we get Star Power Mario. Like, we gotta compare, like, their Super Editions game.
I think regular Sonic beats regular Mario without any power-ups. Sonic already has his speed. And if you're doing regular Sonic, that regular speed of his, Super Sonic versus, the Super Mario, whatever the fuck you want to call him. That version of Mario in Super Sonic, I don't know here. I think Super Sonic might hit, depends. I think it'll be a close battle, but it could go either way. I think, in my opinion, no bias, I think Super Sonic might got it, but that's because I have more knowledge on Sonic than I do Mario. So I don't really have much knowledge on what the Super Mario is about. But I knew Super Sonic is insanely powerful, and it's really hard to beat someone with all the Chaos Emeralds inside of him. Pause. Pause.
Dude, I wasn't even thinking that, but then once you said pause, I'm like, okay. Yeah, me, obviously I'm a Mario stan. I'm gonna literally just say Mario. Because, like, we got Super Mario, but, like, it depends on the instance. If Mario has infinite of star power, easily Mario. But we all know with Mario's star power, it takes like maybe 15 to 20 seconds before wearing out. So if he has infinite, I'm saying Mario, because Mario can easily destroy anything with this like literally Mario. If don't ask why I have my muscle milk protein from the gym earlier. So Mario literally just boom, is dead. Literally, Mario touches Dominic Mysterio, boom, he's dead. Dominic touches Jimmy. I meant no. No, Dominic does not touch Jimmy. Mario touches Jimmy. Boom. He's dead. You see, like
I see that.
if
I don't know. I think that's fair. I think that could work. But Supersonic as well, very powerful. Could he outmatch that power? So we need this battle in a realistic scenario. We need someone to know that both knowledge, a super insane knowledge of them both, to animate this. Like they're both nerds of them both to animate this battle, and they will do the winner. And then that's how we ultimately decide. I think that's fair. If someone knows everything about Mario and everything about Sonic, with them both having their power ups, their mega, super mega, their super gooners. I think that's fair. A little off topic because this is what we talk about. Would you rather lick Harley Quinn's feet or Poison Ivy's feet?
we did not talk about that earlier. You were talking about something else versus something else.
This is off topic, but it is a very great question.
Wait, with the Mario and Sonic thing, I did realize because with Mario's star power, he can also have a power with that. Like for an example, like he could be example like Penguin Mario, but still have the star power. He can still have fire power and the star. He can still have, like all of his other powers with the star powers. The combination of both, and if he has infinite with all the powers like combined.
So if you throw that into mix, right? If you throw that into mix, he's winning. But if you put them side by side, just regular, the strongest Mario with nothing else, just his strong power up, and Supersonic with nothing else that he could use to his advantage, I think it would be 50-50. Anyone could win. I don't really know much knowledge on Mario, but Supersonic is pretty strong in my opinion. I mean, dude is pretty strong. Even though he got nerfed a bit in the movies, I think he got a little nerfed in the movies for plot wise. But realistically, that dude, he's Supersonic strong.
He just got so nervy.
Now, what do you say? What are your thoughts on the EDP documentary?
Hi, Dad. That's my laundry. See ya. Yep.
Episode 1 got interrupted by Papa Burns, or no, Papa Montagoon, as I would call him. I'm scared. I don't think his dad likes me very well. I don't really think his dad likes me. So
You have to say the worst stuff as you want. You're asking me the EDP documentary.
do you think your dad likes me though? That's the question.
Wait, can we go back to the EDP?
Yeah, but before I ask you that, does your dad like me?
Yes, but you
Does
still
he
say
think does he think we're a gay couple?
you and my dad or you and me?
But would you like to get married?
What?
Like realistically, can I just like? If we both are single, right? Can I just date you, right? Oh, so get your damn burrito, Mexican. I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding. This is a joke, okay? I have Mexican friends who think that's funny, okay? Chill, calm down. I'm not racist. No, but all seriously, what do you think of the EDP documentary? Like, first takes on it. It comes out August 9th. What are your takes on the EDP documentary?
I have a lot of clips. I don't remember if it's out or not yet. I don't think I.
Will he say that he enjoys licking kids. Like a cupcake, if you will. Excuse me?
Obviously, that's gonna be out in like 5 days.
Yeah, speaking
And
of,
my birthday, the 8th. Y'all know what's up, the birthday boy?
so I'm expecting a package with
I'm not.
lights, but it might be a scam. And the whole point of me ordering that stuff was to get scammed. But I'm not really sure if I'm getting scammed. So the whole point of me ordering it was to get scammed. Because I want to know what it's like getting scammed. But at the same time, it might not be a scam, dude. Like it says it's in Oregon right now. It says it should be anywhere from tomorrow, which is Wednesday, August 5th, to August 10th. It should be anywhere around there. And realistically, I'm fine with getting scammed. That's the whole reason I did it. It was only a couple dollars. I'm still a kid, so it won't really affect me.
But yeah, before any of you guys start going into the comment sections and asking why I look high and I look like I have nothing else to do with my life, it's because for one, I haven't done my hair. For two, I haven't caught up on sleep, so that's why I got eye bags. For three, I've always looked like a chud. Four, my life is built like a lemonade. I don't know what I'm saying, but I just want to clear the air. If I look like a chud, it's because my day has been a day.
Would you still make out with me if I haven't showered in a day?
What? How did we get from A to B? It's 7 more letters in between A and B. What are we doing? What are we doing?
No, but realistically, I think that's a yes. If someone asked you that on the street, you're saying that, right? If a girl said, "Would you make out with me if I haven't showered in a day?" You're saying yes. Like realistically, yes. You're saying yes. Why are you saying no to that?
No.
I just realized how much we're like the Escape podcast, dude. We're ripping them off, basically. I'm wearing a hat. Okay, this was on accident. This was an intention. We're the kids' version, okay? We're the kids' version, except for we're not very appropriate still. No, but really, okay, what if someone said, I haven't showered in a year? Would you still make out with me? But they're still so bad. Like, they don't even look ugly, and they haven't showered in a year. Are you, like, and it's in New York City, too, where they're freaky, dude. They're gonna be doing tricks on it. They're gonna be doing flips, tricks, sideways, upside down. They're gonna be flying, basically. Like they're in New York. Like
because if it hasn't been like if it's been a year, I'm leaving and I'm throwing up in the local garbage bin.
yeah, but sex is sex.
But
even if it's e-sex.
You know what? By the way, chat, same man, cake is cake even if it has a candle.
Same man who has a Campbell. I don't have a Campbell.
No, you're the same dude who said cake is cake even if it has a candle.
Yeah, cake is cake even with a candle, dude. And I'm not wrong with that. If a guy asks me, yo, bro, can you crack me real quick? I want to know what it's like. I'm saying yes. And that's not controversial. Cake is cake, no matter how you look at it. Would you look at a cake and say, ew, it's chocolate cake, I'm not eating that? Like, cake is cake. Cake is cake, even with the candle. Or like, would you say, ew, it's chocolate cake with a candle, so I'm not allowed to eat that? Would you say that? Would you say that? No, you just take off the candles. Like you don't eat the candle. I'm not gonna eat the candle. I'm just gonna crack the cake. Like it's not like a delusional thing to say. And you don't even have to be gay to agree. I'm not even gay. And I'm saying this as a straight man. It is okay to crack a man if they're asking you to. If you want it, that's different. If you want to crack the guy, that's different. But the guy wants to crack you, they're gay, first of all. Second of all, you're just helping a brother out. You're helping a brother out to know what it's like to have a candle in their cake.
I would like to send
even with a candle, no matter how you look at it. You can look at it in any way you want, but cake is cake even with a candle. No matter how you look at it, dude. Cake is cake. No matter the candle that you have to use it. Cake is cake. You can use it in any format of any possibility, and cake will still be cake, right? Like if you put a candle on a birthday cake and you eat it afterwards, is that weird? Do you not blow out your birthday wishes? Do you not blow out your birthday wishes?
I'm just gonna say this right now. For every fan that's watching this, I hereby declare my sorriness for all of your pain that you've
had. Do not blow out your birthday wishes, though.
Dude, we're not talking about the same thing right now.
No, we are, because cracking a dude's butt, just because they have a little stick, it's different. It's not like I'm telling you to lick the tip or anything like that, dude. I'm just telling you that it is okay to realistically crack a dude. And everyone agrees with me here. There's not a single human being on this earth who does not agree with me here. You're the only one having a hard time agreeing with me. You're telling me if you could get free buns, but then have a candle, that's different? If you want it, that's gay. But if you're just fine with it, like, oh, all right, you asked me, all right, so it's not gay because you asked me. I'm doing a brother a favor. That's different. That is totally different than being gay. If someone helps you out, you're helping a brother out, okay? That's what you're doing. You're not being gay in that scenario, okay? I'm not gay, but I would help a brother out if they asked me, yo, bro, just stick it in. Just stick it in. Just stick it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna move.
Just the tip. Just put the tip. Just put the tip. Just put the tip. Just the tip. Just.
Okay, cool. But I'm about to do something that might ruin me. I'm about to do something.
You're gonna go crack a dude, aren't you?
I'm dead. That's why you both are right. Because I'm going to do something.
You're basically saying you're going to crack a dude to experience what it's like.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna have you try to not make me laugh. I'm gonna have Coke in my mouth.
Okay, wait, before you do that, if you just fast forward, right? If you go to the start of it and you go, okay, let's just fast forward 30 minutes, right? You'll be confused as hell, huh? You would go, hi.
You ready?
I am ready.
Alright, let me check this.
Am I allowed to stand up?
Sure.
Alright. I got you. Alright, let me know when you're ready. Alright, ignore my toes. Alright, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, so bad. Alright, it's your turn. I just gotta find something to put in my mouth. Pause. Do not
me laugh, you idiot.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so are you gonna have anything in your mouth while laughing or no?
Oh yes.
Like,
I'm back. I think more Sunny D. Do not question me. Entertain them. Do not jerk off. Do not jerk off.
I've never had fans before. If you go to my school, I hate you. If you live in my proximity, I hate you. If you're somebody that I know and appreciate, then I don't hate you. But if you're somebody who I think is annoying and decides to act nice to me, even though they're just a bitch, I hate you. I do not hate majority of the fans, but if there's people that I do know that are watching, I hate you. So we got a little bit of an ESPN
We're back. I just had to get something to
Yeah, I didn't say anything controversial. You can look over the clip. I didn't say anything bad.
I'm not gonna look over the clip. Let's just hope he doesn't say that. Alright.
All I said was if there's anybody that I know in person that have been dissing me, then I hate you. That's the only thing I said.
Alright, I'm ready. One second. Then when I'm ready, I'm taking a drink then. Alright, you ready?
Alright, no.
Let me know you're ready. Alright, when you're ready.
Dude, I've been ready, bro.
I'm saying you're ready. You ready?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Shoot, I didn't do Go.
Okay.
Go.
It was just the unexpected moment.
Bro, if somebody gives the video head, I'm gonna be so bad.
Oh, that's gonna be funny. Oh, how much ass hairs do you got?
What?
How much ass hairs do you got?
Asteroids?
Ass hairs.
Oh my god, dude.
Wait, can I ask you a question, Micah? This is an inside joke, by the way. Can I ask you a question? Can I tell you something?
I think I know what you're gonna tell me, but I forgot what it was.
Let me
I
glaze your
forgot how
buns.
it's... What?
Let me glaze your buns.
Yes, that's what it was. I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
What's that? Who do you think is the funnier one, me or you? How the fuck are you talking without your mouth? Alright, I'm ready. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You stop. Yo. Yo, you stop. You stop, bro. Stop.
I really hope no one I know is watching this. That'd be disturbing. I would have to explain myself. So I'm definitely not sending this to the zoo, right?
Yeah, just don't send this to Mason.
Well, I'm sending that clip directly to Mason. I'm clipping what I just did there to Mason. Directly that clip.
Yeah, just cut that from the video.
Mm-mm.
And yes, back on.
I'm keeping that in.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna send that clip to Zoo as well. Up for my chances.
Yeah.
Right? She kinda know I'm better, right? Up for my chances a bit.
Ow.
I can give her a good cracking, right? You know, I think White penis does taste good though. White penis does taste good though.
What? What? White what? Are we talking about like White Monster, like the Monster Energy?
No, we both have penis, and white penis tastes good. I'm not
Chat,
talking.
we should do a story time. I'll go first. So pretty much there was this story. That I was going to my grandpa's cabin with me and my brother and my family.
I
me
know this one in the top.
Me and my brother were sitting in the back of the car, and we're on our way there. We're like halfway in the middle of nowhere. I'm having to tell my parents I have to go pee. I have to go pee. I have to go pee. And my dad's like, you can wait a little bit longer. We're almost there. So we're in the back of the car. By the time we arrive, my brother's sitting and he says, wait, ew, what's that smell? No, he's like, he said, ew, what's that smell? And then my mom looks back at me. She's like, Michael, why are you crying? I'm like, I peed on myself.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, though. You gotta do what you gotta do. Realistically, you gotta do what you gotta do. I told the story to you, I'm gonna tell them. I told the story to you, but I don't really have much story time.
At this point, we should just make the podcast unhinged.
What?
At this point, we should make the podcast unhinged because from when you were trying to make me laugh, you were already doing some sort of.
I mean, it's not like I'm gonna care what you say, right? I just don't want you to jerk off and like show your penis. Like, don't do all that. But say whatever the fuck you want. Like, just say whatever you want, but don't like show your penis. Like, come on, man. Anyone could be watching, right? You don't want to whip it out. Kids could be watching, man. You want to whip it out in front of kids? Like I do, but like, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Time.
I can't breathe.
No, but so my story time, I'm going to say this and take a pause so you guys can take a moment to realize what I'm about to say. I slapped a girl's ass without consent. Take a second to realize that. Before you guys call me a creep, I have a story behind it. Alright, so...
Oh, yeah, you did tell me this.
This was on a Thursday. I'm not mistaken. This was on a Thursday or a Wednesday. I don't remember what day. I asked this girl out on a Saturday. I remember this because the Saturday I asked her out, or was it a Sunday? It was Sunday or Saturday. The Sunday or Saturday I asked her out. The Eagles versus Packers was happening in London. I don't remember what day that was, so I'm pretty sure it was Saturday, but I'm not really sure. But I remember that because the Eagles won. And this is the start of the 2024 season. But a few days later, when I was dating this girl, we were chilling, and as the nice boyfriend I am, I was getting some of her things. Because I'm him. Anyway, I was next to my friend, and for this story, we're going to call my girlfriend at the time, we're going to call her L, because her name started with an L, and for the sake of the story, we're going to call my friend W, because his name started with W. So we're going to call, W...
Wait, Charles Robinson?
Sure. W said, smack her ass. Instead, straight right there, by the way. I told W, no, I'm not going to smack her ass. And I was innocent in 2024. A little innocent. Okay, 2 years later, I'm talking about white penis. So,
what?
I was like, no, I'm not smacking her to keep that thoughts to yourself. So what he does is he grabs my arm. And he smacks it. Smack it. And let me tell you, it was jiggling. I'm gonna tell you right there, that thing went. Here, let me do a little demonstration. That shit went.
I bet.
That shit went. Boing, boing, boing. That's what that just happened. So that's what that happened. And L, I swear to you, this is a true story too. L turned around. L L looked at me in the process of this happening. L looked at me because her ass just jiggled. Anyone's gonna know if they touch her ass, right? Anyone's gonna know if it jiggles, if it touches. And it wasn't the wind. The wind didn't just make it go. It didn't. It didn't just go boing by itself. I mean, my data doesn't go boing unless I do it. So like and she wanted answers. She turned around and she looked at me and W. And W pointed to me. I didn't know what to say, so I pointed to him. He pointed at me. It was like that Spider-Man meme, dude. He was like, and so then L looked at me, smiled, whatever the fuck she was doing, and then turned back around. So apparently she liked her ass getting smacked. I don't know if she thought it was me or knew it was me, but she liked the ass getting smacked. She liked it being jiggled. It was big too.
Brother,
I could use it as like a little pillow. Yeah, I could use it as a pillow. I could.
brother, like, hey, why? Why were you saying boy yoink and then so serious? It's like, yo, that shit went boy yoink. Like, how do you make your face so serious after saying that it went boy yoink?
Another story time because I'm doing this. Let me tell you how I fucked my cousin in the back of the car. I'm kidding. No, that was a joke.
Keep your eyes closed, Barry. You don't want to see this.
Alright, Barry Allen. Barry Allen. I laughed when his mom died, by the way. It's funny as hell.
What?
No. But let me tell you, in all seriousness, let me tell you.
Wait. You know when you smacked her, you should have just walked away with the world's most aura, and then you just had this playing in the background.
I can't hear it.
Damn it.
What is it?
No, I'm gonna get this to work.
While he's doing that, I got a very random question.
Barry Allen type of question?
No, not even a question. It's a story time more. Let me tell you how I fumbled this girl, okay? It's absolutely insane. I've told him before. And it's wild to me how I absolutely fumbled her. It was more like, dude, it was clearly obvious as well. I was just delusional. So I was in 4th grade, and for the sake of the story, we're going to call me Mr. Beaver because that was my nickname. And we're going to call her A.
Wait. Please tell me I was mishearing stuff. You had herpes when you were in grade 4?
You were hearing things. What? I said my name was Mr. Beaver in 4th grade. Well, where'd you get herpes from? So
I thought it was something you never told me about you having herpes.
So my name was Mr. Beaver in 4th grade, and this girl, her name was A. We're gonna call it A for the sake of the story because her name starts with an A. I don't. So for the sake of the story, I'm still in contact with A today. Ooh.
A today.
But
Now
we are like close friends. Like I don't talk to A as much as I did a few years ago. And actually, the only reason I talked to A this year was because my brother wouldn't shut up and tell her I wasn't there. And now it's kind of awkward because I have to talk to A now. Anyway, so in 4th grade, I liked this girl. Her name was A. I liked her in the end of 3rd grade when she transferred. She was a new person, and it kind of made it obvious I liked her. I didn't tell you this. I didn't tell you this part, but I made my.
sit upon the
Is that my theme? Is that my theme? Oh, you think I'm gonna put on a headphones and smack rats and then go 3J? What it is about 3J? How do you even have access to this? This is an unlisted video, by the way. How the fuck you have access to it on your TV? I want to know how you have access to this thing. It's an unlisted video. So, like, realistically, the only way to access it is through the website, which has the link. How the hell do you have it on your TV? Unless you have an account. Okay, that makes sense. But, realistically, we're gonna time out on my theme. We're gonna time out on my theme. So, let's time out on my theme. Let's time out on my theme. Time out. Call time out. Get to the sideline. Get to the sideline. Call time out. Alright, yeah. I don't know what he's doing. He's listening to a pretty crappy theme. I don't even like my own theme. It's kind of ass. But it's poopy. It's better than So A, right? I didn't tell Micah this part, so I really want him to listen, but he's too busy listening to a fucking dumbass song. So we need this dude to listen to me here. I haven't told you this part, and I wanted to directly tell you and not the audience. Actually, I want to tell the audience, but I want to tell Micah directly. So I do want to tell you. And I think she knew I liked her, because in 3rd grade, I made it obvious as hell. In 3rd grade, I made, you know how YouTube has, like, a little icon that you can make? I made it her. By the way, that was the very original profile picture for the channel. The channel I'm on right now. Before it was called Games My Duplex More, it was called, like, PS4, Xbox, PC, Nintendo, whatever the fuck it was called.
So our channel had a PFP of the girl that you like.
Yes, and then I changed it finally. I changed it finally in 5th grade to the Games My Dude Plus More icon, and Games My Dude Plus More finally released their first video, which isn't up anymore. I deleted all those videos and now rebranded last year as Flash and WFan. I rebranded.
Better than you.
So yeah, that happened, and so more of what I want to tell the audience now with this story, because Micah knows about the story. So, in 4th grade, I spilt water. Right, it happens. It's a canyon event. People have spilt water almost once at school. If you have a water bottle, that thing is bound to get spilled. At least once in your life. Everyone has. At least one. The canyon event.
Hold on. It is a canon event, not a can.
I can't stop saying that, though. Before we finish my story, I do want to tell you guys a story. So I do say things wrong, and I haven't told Micah directly why I say them wrong, so I'm going to tell you, and maybe you'll not make fun of me. So...
your mic just went from Micah.
So, I'm not like mocks directly. I know like because and become are different words, but I do say words a little differently, you know. So the way I say it sounds like something else, but I'm saying it right, but it sounds like a different word, if that makes any sense to you. I have a problem with speech where I'm saying it but in a different way. So that's why when I say something like Montez, you know, I'm saying Montez forward and not forward, because I have a problem with speech. I went to speech class, got taken out of it for some reason. So, yeah, if I ever say something wrong, that's why. I want to consider myself the smartest one in the shed. I'm not as dumb as Mox, but I'm not as smart as my co-host here. But yeah, so if I say things wrong, bear with me here. I'm trying my best. I have a speech problem. Okay.
I just correct the guy because, like, you know, I'm just cool like that. Like, when I'm correcting him, it's not me making fun of him. Well, except the Montez forward one, that's the only one I'm making fun of him for. But, like, rather than that, like, even if it sounds like I'm making fun of him, it's just, like, helping him out with his speech impediments, and etc.
Will Mason and Miriam have sex this year? I think so. Yeah, I want it to be in the VC as well. Have a little clip of it in the podcast. Mm-hmm.
Nah, Chad, you gotta subscribe. Nah, bro, you gotta subscribe to our Patreon to look for the rest of it.
I don't have a page. I think I'll just blur it, and then you can hear the money.
You have to go to our website for it.
Whose penis is longer, me or Mason's?
Yeah, if y'all want free Robux and V-Bucks of your choice, go to xvideos.com and you'll get all the V-Bucks.
No.
I'm telling you, that's literally how I got these championships by going to xvideos.com. You can go there to
What is your favorite category? Right. What is your favorite category? Everyone has their own favorite category, right? It's bound to have their own favorite category. I wouldn't say I have a direct favorite category, but I do love Fortnite porn. I do love Fortnite porn. Like, Fortnite skins are just made so hot that you gotta look up Fortnite R34. I mean, you have to. It's an event that has to happen in everyone's life. Even talking about Fortnite right now, I'm bricked. I'm bricked. I mean, I could show you guys. I'm bricked. Mostly naked. Outside of this shirt, I'm wearing basically nothing.
I retire from this podcasting stuff, dude. You know what? I retire.
No, this podcast is special, and we're about to end it here because I feel like this podcast has been a very good episode and a very great. I didn't really finish my story, but you guys can wait until the A story for episode 2. Fuck you. So episode 2, I think will be a little different. It will still be more controversial, but I think episode 2 we should do a story time for episode 2. I share a lot of stories out there. But I do want to say, before we end this, I have one more question for you.
Which one? By the way, check DMs for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
I can't yet, because
Just pause in.
I will pause. Okay, chat, we have to wait till the end. Anyway, we're back, but before we end it, I have one more question. Would you rather wear another man's ass hairs or another man's penis hairs? Just answer the question. Like, would you rather wear a shirt with men's ass hair or a men's penis hair? Anyway, I'm Flash and WWE fan.
And I'm Jason Williams, and I am the greatest champion of all.
Alright, we're ending the episode.